Hello again, Jamaica, and greetings to the world as well. Philippians 2 verse 4 says, let each of you look not only to his own interests, but also to the interest of others. With those words, greetings to Jamaica, the diaspora, and the world, in the powerful name of Almighty God. I come to address the issue of leadership in Jamaica and where we are as a country. And we are at a point in time where we can safely say that Jamaica is at the worst position in history. Never before has our country been in the doldrums as it is now. Jamaica is on the verge of being called a failed state. The incompetence of our leaders have led us to a very uncomfortable reality. We are at the crossroads of chaos, desperation, mayhem, and confusion. It's a four-way street that no matter where you turn, there is an issue, and a major issue as well. And so at this junction that our leaders have led us, it is clear that the nation should go no further with this nonsensical leadership, if I might put it like that, and that's just putting it mildly. Over the years, we have seen the economic decline of our country. We have seen the increase in foreign debts. We have witnessed the slaughter of thousands of our citizens, the underdevelopment of most of our rural areas, and the list goes on and on. And yet, the madness of those that lead us, trying to tell the people of Jamaica that your country is doing well. Jamaica, we must want better than this. Your politicians have sided with the enemies of your state, who are the criminals of the state, that are slaughtering the citizens at will. Some of the policemen have joined the enemies of the state and are acting as hitmen for even gunmen. The void that is left in the lives of many Jamaicans because their loved ones are slaughtered cannot be filled by empty promises. The voids that are left in the lives of the mothers who carried their children in their wombs for 9 months, raise their children on their own only to see them slaughtered in the streets of Jamaica. And there's not a system and a method in place to apprehend and bring to justice the monsters that carry out these grievous acts. I'm lost for words when I think of the things that are happening in our beautiful country. The army and the police force must be used properly, must be properly utilized. They must be properly equipped, and in some areas they have to be retrained in order to stem the flow of crime. The laziness of the government, the self-interest of the government. The politicians borrow the money from abroad and then send the money back abroad to be put in banks overseas. So why would you borrow money from abroad to send it back abroad? You borrow money from abroad to buy everything from abroad. So technically, the money just come to the country to go back out of the country. But crime is rampant. There's no serious plan to eliminate those that continue to reap havoc on our society. The United States government have recently issued a travel advisory against Jamaica, against traveling to Jamaica, which is the beginning of the damage that will be done to the tourism sector, since the tourism sector is the last bastion of our economy. It's the last industry that Jamaica can safely say they have going. Everything else has been depleted. And so, to the people in the diaspora, I am calling on you, the Jamaicans around the world, to answer the rallying call to patriotism and to support a new movement to go into Jamaica and get on the ballots and run for public office, so we can change the course of history and redeem and regain our country. My dear Jamaicans, don't be surprised if you see your politicians begin to run away from it all because they can't manage it. They don't have the depth of character, the determination, and the will to do the heavy lifting to solve the nation's problem. They are selfish, they are greedy, and they are heartless. The nation mourns the gruesome death of many of our children, grown men and women in the Jamaican society are slaughtering children for as little as a cell phone. The desperation that the nation has come to. We did not get here by ourselves. We were led here by our leaders. The Jamaicans that are living in Jamaica, it is time that you look around and see, do you want a Jamaica like this one to continue? Do you want your children to live and grow in this present Jamaica? I hope not. But you have been led to believe that handouts is enough. But I want to say the 1,000 and 10,000 and 5,000 Jamaican dollars that they give you from time to time to vote for them, they can't even buy a proper Sunday dinner. Chase them away with that because you want a Jamaica for your children and grandchildren. So stop selling the future for a bellyful. And when you take that, you prevent them from doing their jobs because they claim they have already given you money. They are already bought your votes. It is time we get to first world status and only an uncorrupt leadership. People who are prepared to lead a nation, not to lead a gang. And we have gangsters in parliament. And you can't lead a nation like you lead a gang. The nation have diversity in it. The different personalities that combine to make a nation has got to be managed properly. The resources of a country, the human resources must be invested in. We have to preserve our people instead of bury our people. And the only people that are benefiting from the level of murder in Jamaica are the funeral homes, the morgues. They are getting rich and they enjoy putting on a show at funeral time. And the nation seems contented with a beautiful casket going down the street, drawn in glass chariots, and the splendor of funeral. They've gotten so used to death that death is literally celebrated in Jamaica. People forget that the dead could have been alive had the country been running properly. They enjoy the spectacle of a splashy funeral to get the compliments of how nice the funeral was. And I've listened to my Jamaicans talk, and they seem to relish pretty funerals. We have a country to save. And these funerals could have been graduation ceremonies instead. The young man and young woman that lie in these beautiful caskets and the crowd and spectacle that goes on at the hour of their burial could have been reversed. This crowd and this spectacle should have been at their graduation from one of our prestigious colleges or universities, which we need to have a lot more of those, and relax the requirements that is needed to enter these tertiary institutions. And this is where we are at as a country, where we have got to stop relish death and destruction and begin to preserve and save what's left of the country for the future of the country. Until next time, like, share, and subscribe. Join the movement and let us grow and lift up our voices and be heard. Spread the word so it can be heard. Until next time, God bless you.